Welcome one and all, this is the Peace Dealer, and this video is if your Lilith is in Aries. Lilith in Aries is provocative. They're very challenging. They're risk takers. They can bring anything to the line. People who have their sun or moon in Leo, Sagittarius, and of course Aries, harness this energy better than anyone. You'll find that even if you have air sign planets too, you'll harness it good. Water and earth sign energy, you feel this very strongly, but it's conflicting to your nature. So you may find that as I describe a lot of these, they may not sound like you on the surface, but deep inside, these are the urges that are tempting you to actually thrive and express these energies. So when we talk about Lilith in Aries, we talk about an individual who literally does not give a damn what anyone has to say about their sexual expression. Lilith in the sign of Aries takes the human ego consciousness and completely embellishes it. These people know how to use their desires, express them through their ego with machismo, whether they're a woman, whether they're a man, and they know how to dominantly assert themselves very sexually, and it's very sexy. A woman with Lilith in Aries could dress fatally, wearing the right cut pants with a tight shirt, walking in the club, and everyone's just like, damn. It's probably Lilith in Leo or Aries, maybe even Sagittarius, but they definitely bring that fire. One thing about Lilith in Aries, however, they have low patience for mediocre ability, but more so they have small patience for mediocrity in general. These people feel like if they can do something, you can do it too, and everything else that you have to say is just an excuse. Similar to Lilith in the first house, these people could have a huge ego. They could be very narcissistic because there's this certain sense of spice to them. They see life as an adventure, and they can go out and be a step ahead of someone because they tempt themselves with risk. The best way to seduce a Lilith in Aries woman or man is to tempt their sense of adventure. Be a risk taker around them. This will really stimulate that part of themselves that wants to be excited and have fun. Lilith in Aries could be very dangerous, however, because it attracts very dangerous people into your life if you have this placement. You could be the most innocent person ever. Lilith in Aries is going to attract that hoodlum. It's going to attract that gangster. And towards you, they're going to really pull on the moves. They're going to really be attracted to you. You attract very masculine, in control, but very reckless, ruthless people, especially as love interests. Now, if you have Juno and Jupiter aspecting good places in your chart, this could actually be a good thing. There could be balance, but that's definitely an influence with Lilith in Aries. For women, Lilith in Aries could sometimes make them jaded, where they feel like they don't get a proper shot at love because all the other women hate on them and get in their way and point out the wrong things, and they start to act very mean and bitchy to men just to assert their dominance over them, to make them know they can't be walked over. A woman with their Lilith in Aries, it's not uncommon for them to say the most brash things, even though on the surface they look like the most innocent people. A man with his Lilith in Aries could go emotionally cold because he feels like he's not being respected by women enough, and he'll treat women like absolute shit as a defense mechanism in order to protect his heart. So Lilith in Aries has its pros and cons, but it's a very exciting position. The sex is always explosive. I have my Mars in Aries, so if I ever had sex with a woman who has their Lilith in Aries, it'll be freaking amazing. But just keep in mind that with Lilith in Aries, especially if you have this and you're watching it, you need to work on your temper, because a lot of you won't admit it. Some of you will because you see it in action. A lot of you won't admit it though, because it's a very deep, dark side of you. Remember, Lilith is very dark and she can be very vengeful. So when people rub you the wrong way, you instinctually want to get back at them, whether that's bashing their face in or slashing their tires. But you need to be careful. People with Lilith in Aries, when they get really mad, they turn evil. This isn't like Mars in Aries where they can just have a temper and just get heated. These people can get really dark. And I'm talking about when they really get mad, not when they like get frustrated or they get temporarily mad. When these people really do not get these people mad, because they will turn super evil on you. And there's this dark energy that will emit that when they project those vibes, hairs will stand up. You'll get chills. So don't get on their bad side. The positive side, an ultimate lesson of Lilith in Aries is to refine these vibrations by being strong and confident in your identity and how you express the sexuality of who you are. That's what Lilith in Aries is all about. And until next time, my lovely fellows,